with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing an EIK WM France deck G456 game with Thatcher, Floating Orchids, and Whitelink. And ironically enough, I've got Cactus Lover in my first pile once again. This card's been following me around. We've got Market Woman, we've got Well Builder here. I'm probably taking one of those ahead of Cactus Lover, but I think this card is quite good, better than the stats indicate. So I'd be quite happy getting it on the rebound. So then the question is, what am I taking first? Market Woman is quite strong. Well Builder is quite strong. What are we doing here? Cactus Lover plus Well Builder seems a little worse unless I get like minor improvement of well upgrades. Then I could play the well upgrade and rebuild the well with one action, which seems okay. Market Woman is a very good card. How does it interact with Cactus Lover? Well, with Cactus Lover, I could play a miner that got me 2 grain and then build the stone oven and get 8 food. So yeah, I think both of them work pretty well with the card that I'm hoping comes back on the rebound. I'll go ahead and take Market Woman here. I haven't first picked Market Woman for a while. Hopefully we can get some good supportive miners. That's sort of the key with Market Woman on if she's good or amazing. She's amazing when you get supporting miners. Donbus says Market Woman here. And then changing the chat screen, erased your message. And then we got Veggie Lover. So that's pretty good, nice payoff here. Yeah. I like Farm Overseer, but Veggie Lover is great. So let's grab that. Yep. And we're looking Market Woman plus Veggie Lover, hoping to max out. Go for like 7 vegetable and 11 grain at the end of the game. And then Veggie Lover is 6 points in addition to the 4 points from each scoring category. That's a Veggie Lover. Yeah, that's right, HKLJ. Yeah. That is a Veggie Lover, to put it mildly. Okay. This pick is actually pretty difficult. We've got a couple good animal cards here. Master Tanner, Benefactor, Farmer. So 3 really good animal cards. However, the pick that I think I will take is Diplomat. So Veggie Lover is like pretty reliant on getting Plow Sow in round 14, and Diplomat can guarantee me that Plow Sow action. I have seen no support for Master. Well, no, that's not true. I've seen the double breed guy. So that card would be pretty good. Benefactor is a good card. Benefactor is a really good card, but I think Diplomat with Market Woman Veggie Lover is just, it works really well. So Diplomat's a worse card than probably all of these 3, but it just, with my first 2 picks, my first 2 picks don't really go with those 3 picks, so yeah, I think that's what we're doing. Because if you're setting up space to hold animals, if you're plowing 15, you're not plowing, or fencing 15, you're not plowing fields, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, Livestock Keeper, that was the card, yes. This pick is Patroness. I'm amazed that it's come this late. This pick is fantastic. I'm amazed that Patroness came this late. This card is awesome. It's really good with Well Builder. It's good just for getting read. Getting a couple read early. This is a great Patroness card. So I'm really happy. All 4 of my occupations so far I'm happy to play. Everyone reacting to the Patroness here. Yeah, that's a very late Patroness pick. Hello to all of you. All right, let's see what Whitelink passes us next. Hopefully, Well Builder. Or I'd be happy with Cactus Lover. You know, just one of those. Just one of those really good cards. I know people say Cactus Lover is not good, but I think I'm going to keep taking it, and I'm going to show you guys how stupidly good that card can be. I just have to keep taking it and building around it. And hey, it came back. So is there any reason to take Dancer? Hmm. Too high variance as a design? Dancer plus Patroness is kind of a thing because you can first action take wood, second action play an occupation, or Dancer. No, Dancer. No, I don't want to take Dancer. I mean, Dancer is really good if I get like Grotto. If I get Grotto or something, Dancer would be great. I'm gonna grab Cactus Lover here. And so now we're really hoping for miners that give us vegetables. Hey, Rylocran. Torn between me and a U.S. president press conference. I think it's not close. Farm Overseer hopefully on the rebound. Yeah, there's no way. People are coming around to that card. I think that card's great, but people are coming around to it. Basket Maker looks solid here. Basket Maker plus Patroness is a solid combo. Patroness can get me reed, and then I can turn that reed into food. Um, Yeah, I don't really like any of these. Stage Star is probably the best of the three cards, but there's Dancer out there. I don't even know if it got drafted, and I don't know if it'll get played. But um, Dock Worker is pretty bad, and Stable Master is really bad. So we'll just take Stage Star here. Okay. Hmm. Camembert is quite good. I like Coffee Break. Lorelai's okay, although I don't really think I need it here, not with Market Woman. Liquid Manure is not bad with Veggie Lover. What do we got? Camembert. Probably just Camembert here. Yeah. The rest of these cards are fine. Like, I like them. I like a lot of them. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just take Camembert here. Lorelei is not bad for enabling a baking strategy, but I'm really hoping for something better than Lorelei for crop income. And it might even come back. And if it doesn't come back, I'm getting like Coffee Break or Liquid Manure back or something. So Coffee Break not great with Patroness, but you know what is great with Patroness? Baby Sling. We've also got 2 ovens here. Wow. Syrup Tap with Patroness is not bad too, because you can play it really quickly. But for me, it's Baby Sling. I like Custom Improvements okay. Actually, Custom Improvements plus Cactus Lover is a thing. Oh man. So if I use Cactus Lover to play 4 miners, that's 4 bonus points from Custom Improvements. Yeah, interaction with Cactus. Yeah, HIKLJ. Yeah. Oh man, I love Baby Sling. I love Baby Sling, but how do I not take Custom Improvements here? This is like an immediate. I can set up my whole game for round 14. Cactus Lover, play 4 miners. Yeah, pretty sure I just take Custom Improvements here. As much as I like Baby Sling. And maybe I get an oven back, so if I got Lorelei on the rebound, I'd be quite happy. And then, Well, I was pretty happy with Bartering Shack last time I used it with Cactus Lover. Bartering Shack, but I don't need to take it here. I might get it 7th pick. The fact that I can use it to get a bunch of surprise resources and then use them right away is pretty great. Dovecote is good. Farm Stable is good. If I'm going to all in on Cactus Lover, Farm Stable is probably the pick. Is there any reason for me to take Banana Tree here? Well, I get the Incidental Clay pretty easily with Patroness, so that's a reason. Yeah. Yeah, then I'd be pretty happy if Bartering Shack came back. So Farm Stable, I take Farm Stable, Dovecote, Banana Tree, Gold Mine, Straw Thatched Roof gets taken. Yeah, that'd be okay. Literally no plows or crops, yeah. Yep, that's definitely hurt quite a bit. One more pack for Cornucopia, yeah. Yeah, some plow or crop income would be great. What else? Flower pot. Flower pot's good. I would even take something like the France Deck Miner with the 3 stone cost. That gets you a grain every time you plow a field. Huh. We've got Lighthouse, we've got Keys, we've got Simple Fireplace, Lettuce Patch, Winter Pond, Meteorite. So I won't take Meteorite, but I could take any of the rest of these. Simple Fireplace is nice because the Patroness builds it for the 1 clay is super easy to get. However, I think it's probably not better than the rest of these cards. I think the pick's probably got to be Lettuce Patch. Lettuce Patch with the Veggie Lover. Like, I need ways of sowing my crops. So I'm pretty sure the pick is Lettuce Patch. But Winter Pond is really good. Lighthouse is really good. Well, it's not so good for this game. Although, if I don't build any wood rooms, then I can build stables easier. I'm pretty sure the pick is just Lettuce Patch here. Tuileries, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah. Tuileries was the card. Unfortunately, not seeing this pack again. This pack was probably pretty good. Lorelei came back. So I'll grab Lorelei here. It's not the best with Market Woman, but it gives me incentive to build ovens anyways, which is something I probably want to do. Like, I want to do a baking strategy generally. I don't think I need liquid manure here. Reed Nursery with Cactus Lover in round 14 is a thing, but it's not a great thing. Yeah, I could take any of these, but Lorelei looks pretty good here. Lighthouse is not terrible, except they don't have a way to fill farm easily. Yep. So I'm currently playing a game, 3 grain fields with Field Watchman and Country Doctor. I think I'm good. Yeah. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Not a good sign when you get your best cards from 4th packs of Oxen Miners. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Bronze Oven looks good here. So Bronze Oven is the Custom Improvements Cactus Lover round 14 card. And Syrup Tap is the round 3 start player to get 2 Reed to build the first room card. Because Patronus gets the stone really easily, so play Patronus, take wood, round 2, I don't know, do something, start player Syrup Tap. And Syrup Tap in round 2, trigger it in round 3 to get the extra food in round 4, and then extra food for the rest of the game looks pretty good. I already have 4 good late miners, though. Baker's Oven played after Lorelei is pretty good too. Like, I could play it on the family growth queue to sort out my feeding. But if I think Basket Maker plus Patronus is going to do that, then I could take Syrup Tap. Yeah, I think I could go either way here. Someone took Baker's Oven. That's a good point. Yep. I'll take Syrup Tap here. Syrup Tap makes me not so sad if I get 3 wood round 1. So, ooh. I guess I'm taking Banana Tree here. Holiday House is pretty unplayable. Gold Mine overlaps with Lorelei's too much, so Banana Tree looks fine. So my feeding is going to mostly come from my occupations and miners, at least for a while. You know, Basket Maker plus Syrup Tap plus Banana Tree. That can get me through the first 3 harvests on its own. So then maybe I'm trying to set up Lorelei for baking in round 10, 11. But round 10, 11, I could have my Market Woman and just be taking vegetables every round out by that point. So Lorelei seems like I can play it if I find time, and if I don't, that's not a big deal. So we will see. All right. We start in 4th. Looks like we're getting expensive occupation, since Thatcher took 3 wood right off the start. That's an interesting move. So what did we pass that could be coming? I don't even know. But I'm going to play Patronus here, grabbing a stone, so that I can round 2 play start player Syrup Tap. I could also play Banana Tree. So I could... The thing is, Banana Tree gives me the same amount of food just as long as I play it before round 7. Yes, it's more impactful the earlier I play it, but Syrup Tap, I want to get out as soon as possible. So Whitelink played Occupation Storehouse Keeper. So Whitelink might start player with his second move. I'll go ahead and play Patroness here. Get a stone. I guess I'll show my Patroness up here. Thatcher grabs wood again. Maybe something like imported timber for Thatcher. Very complicated setup of Zoom sheet and Google Sheets. Yeah, that does sound complicated. Rilo Kren. What are we doing here? Are we start playing Lorelei? Nah. I guess I'm just doing day labor. Yeah, this is a pretty weak move, but I think we're just doing day labor here. And then I very likely get a 3 wood into start player, or else occupation into start player. So either of those look okay. Domba says from round 9-10, one of my peeps need to plow or veggie every round to set up a good plow. So round 14, we'll see how complicated plowing is going to be, how difficult plowing is going to be. I can always play Market Woman and Diplomat for a good plow so action round 14 and decide that Veggie Lover is not worth it. Thing is, if I get like a 4-point custom improvements with Cactus Lover like that, boom, that could be huge right there. Especially if I do like a 3-house game with pretty farming. You know, maybe I fence 15 on 9 pastures, only do 3 fields plus 1 with my lettuce patch. You know, I've got some different lines here. Are you still going to do the crop line if you have to do everything manually? Yeah, I mean, I'm still, like, Market Woman's a card that you can play no matter what. It maybe is not, how do I describe this? Market Woman is not going to be as efficient as she could be, and often is in this game, but she's still worth taking those actions. Well, 2 read is a pretty solid move here, but if I 2 read, then if start player comes back to me, I'm pretty sad. I kind of would like to do something like start player syrup tap. I really want to get my syrup tap out as soon as possible. And the later it comes, the worse it is. And passing Thatcher the 2 read here seems like I'm handing Thatcher the first family growth. So I could take the 2 read. I could take the 2 read and then second action maybe play an occupation, and then be in a position to play Camembert. But the thing is, if I don't get syrup tap out this round, then that means I'm not using it in round 3, which means I'm not getting the food in round 4. And I feel like that's like your threshold for this card, whether it's good or not. So I think I'm going to go ahead and play Basket Maker here and grab a wood. And this seems not the greatest, but we'll make it. We'll see how it works. 2 read into custom improvement. Yeah, but I don't have 2 occupations for custom improvement. Like, the thing is, I could, yeah, if I don't play an occupation, I can't really start player, right? And if I don't start player and the 2 occupation spaces get taken, then whatever my second action is just going to be really bad. I don't want to play syrup tap until, I would have liked to get a 3 wood action, but the 3 wood's been going pretty quick. Oh, you know what Thatcher has? Thatcher's playing Benefactor. So I'm not so worried about Thatcher building the first room anymore. Yeah, Thatcher passes on the 2 read. 100% Thatcher is going with Benefactor. So that's actually pretty good for me because Benefactor is slower for him than just building the first room would be. Floating Orchids is playing Grain Elevator. So that makes it pretty... There's a pretty reasonable chance that I get 2 read back here. So if I get 2 read back, great. If I don't get 2 read back, I'll major minor play the syrup tap. And playing it on major minor seems quite a bit worse, but... Okay. 2 read here. Looks like the play. I'm using the marker to indicate the last round it was taken in. I think that's a lot more clear. Getting the 2 read here makes me feel a lot less bad about not getting the syrup tap out, because I mean it's 2 read, which is really efficient for Basket Maker. So now I can think about doing something like Occupation Stage Star, build the first room. Whitelink is putting out... Oh, played Unicycle Driver. I should have highlighted that card. Building a road between 2 wood and 1 wood. Looks pretty smart. So Whitelink will take 2 wood, drive to 1 wood, because nobody's going to take 1 wood as an action. Looks good. Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, that comment is... I like this kind of comment because he's showing... Plus the original grain, exactly. That shows you understand exactly what I was saying. So if I want to play Stage Star here, I should take Traveling Players first. Thatcher will take 3 wood. 100%. No real question there. Yeah, let's take 3 food. And then we have the option to do something like Start Player into Stage Star and then build a room, because both Floating Orchids and Whitelink are quite a few actions away. Thatcher needs to probably wants to pick up 1 more wood grab, fence 15, play Benefactor, take sheep. That's a lot of actions here for Thatcher. So that means the first room should fall into my lap fairly easily. Also, we got 2 players here looking like they will have baking strats. We've got Grain Elevator and we've got the Storehouse Keeper, so that's something. And in fact, Floating Orchids is just building the clay oven without having any grain in his supply, which I think is probably not usually the right move. But I guess he does have 1 field plowed, so we can always see him go back, take grain, and then do a sow bake action, which is okay. I guess he's looking at Whitelink and saying, I'm competing with Whitelink. But I still think he could have taken grain here. Like, 2 grain is fine if it's, 10 food. I don't know. I was going to start player, but I don't have to start player because Cheap Occupation fell back into my lap. So yeah, I'll just play Occupation here and play Stage Star. And plus a read. So having to give away my Stage Star wood is kind of annoying, but it just means I should think about taking 3 food Traveling Players whenever it's up, because it'll protect my wood. Ooh, okay. Thatcher settling for fencing 12. Okay. So Thatcher picks up the sheep and some food in round 4. Or picks up the sheep and some way of eating the sheep. However, he needs like, I guess it could be hunter. Maybe occupation hunter into 3 sheep, eat 1. And then you play benefactor. But then you can't play benefactor in round 5. So probably Thatcher's just thinking 4 sheep, 4 food. And then building a road between start player and build a room. Huh. So what could that indicate? Start player round 5, I guess. Yeah, so Floating Orchids does end up taking the grain, but has to first action take the grain into... So what are we doing first move here? Whitelink probably takes 3 wood. So if Whitelink takes 3 wood, I should build a room. Yeah. And there's no... I guess Syrup Tap and Banana Tree are 2 reasons to not build a stable, so just build a room here is fine. And then what are we getting back? I could play Diplomat on the rebound. I could take 4 clay for my Banana Tree. Either of those seem fine. Thatcher fishing into 3 sheep. Looks like the Floating Orchids is going to play So Bake. Whitelink probably Reedstone Foods. Or maybe takes the wood. I guess I should probably start player with my second action, eh? Because I'm going to get some good action. I could start player... And what? Start player banana... No, not Banana Tree. Start player Syrup Tap. And then take 4 wood. Yeah, that looks good. Do want to get that syrup Tap out. HIKLJ, start player room road is cute, but seems like it won't be used often unless you got keys. Keys was in the draft. So yeah, might be thinking to start player keys. Thing is, needs to get another stone. Oh wow, Orchids did not so bake. Took Reedstone food. Okay. So interestingly, Unicycle Driver does say empty. Now, I'm not sure exactly if we've had a ruling on whether Unicycle interacts with keys, because Unicycle does say you have to use an empty space, but start player Simple Fireplace here for Whitelink. Okay. That's going to force me to stable block. But fine, I'll stable block, right? Take 4 clay here, I guess. 4 clay. I could play an occupation. I could play Diplomat here. I could take 2 reed. I think I take 4 clay here. Whitelink cannot have keys. It was in the 4th pick. Oh, okay. I mean, the fact that Whitelink has 0 stone on his supply also says I don't really have to worry about keys, so not too worried about it. Feed 4, eat a reed. Yeah, like either way, zero stone in his supply, and family growth comes round 5, so looks good. Looks pretty good for me. I would be happy to take 4 wood here. I would be happy to take 3 reed. Unfortunately, I'm being forced to first action build because of Whitelink decided to first action build, which is kind of annoying. Just syrup tap here probably, or do I play banana tree? Syrup tap. My second action is very likely to be a wood action, so I can start player banana tree later still. So yeah, I really want to take wood. I just want a crap load of wood. I don't think I'm likely to build another wood room, but if the resources fall into my lap, I will, I guess. The game starts now. Yeah, game starts for real. Yeah. Yeah, now I actually have decisions to make. I had decisions before, to be fair, but yeah, more interesting ones now, I imagine. Orchids grabs the 4 wood. So what's Whitelink doing here? Reedstone food? Reedstone food seems like a good option. So then I get 3 wood, trigger my syrup tap. Yeah, triggering my syrup tap seems good. Thatcher will benefactor. Will Thatcher benefactor here? Thatcher benefactor forces first action family growth from Whitelink, which means I get 6 wood. So yeah. Oh, the other thing is Thatcher could just take the 3 wood themselves. Also, floating orchids could take the 3 wood. Let's swing for the upside. I could start player. That would be really mean, though. That would be really, really mean. I won't start player. I'll play diplomat here. Or, yeah, occupation. Sorry. Occupation diplomat here. Get a read. So there's a chance I get 6 wood here. If I don't, I guess me playing occupation makes Thatcher a little less likely to play benefactor. It's also possible that Thatcher has some no occupation minor, but I don't think he first picked well, he definitely didn't first pick imported timber because he would have used it on to build his fences. Thatcher takes the clay. Okay, that stinks. So now we want floating orchids to take the wood, I guess. All right. So first action next round, 3 wood. Seems fine. This is an advanced line. Well, it didn't end up working out, so perhaps I should have just played smart and just taken wood whenever I can. So Whitelink's going to play a miner, and the miner is Coffee Break. It's a very solid miner. Going to get him 2 food before the next harvest, which goes a long way. So I think I'm going to start doing stuff like third action plow pretty frequently. So I can do something like Reno custom improvements and then major minor banana tree and leave my remaining 4 miners for cactus lover, theoretically. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really care about start player anymore. Diplomat says I don't care about start player, which is pretty nice. Definitely first move 3 wood here. I probably should take traveling players to protect my wood. Because 3 food in a wood is a pretty solid action, so might start seeing that from my opponents. So I should second action take traveling players probably, and then third action play plow a field. Seems okay. Yeah. So Thatcher playing Cooking Earth here. So Floating Orchid says, can anyone build? No. But Thatcher is going to second action play Benefactor, and then Floating Orchids is going to be stuck in this spot where it needs to start player and build a room with one action, which obviously you can't do. So it looks like Thatcher just solidified growing in round 7, which is nice. Just as long as he gets Occupation back. We could mess with that by playing an Occupation, but I don't see any reason to. Floating Orchids plays Baker's Servant. I actually like this setup quite a bit for Baker's Servant. The only problem is that he's growing 4th. So getting the grain early has been really nice. But growing 4th means he's at a pretty significant action disadvantage. I'll grab the traveling players here and protect my wood. I could have taken it at 4 next round, but I think there'll be better resource actions to do next round. I guess I don't really like Reedstone Food that much, do I? Ooh, Thatcher's playing Baby Sling. Start player Baby Sling. So Thatcher is going to Occupation Benefactor, Family Growth, and then unoccupy Family Growth. But what that means is that if Floating Orchid builds or sows here, he gets to grow in round 7, assuming that Thatcher unoccupies for Baby Sling. Floating Saw. Saw Ben, right? Sorry, I'm not quite following. Are you talking about Benefactor? Oh, Floating Orchid Saw Benefactor. No. No, it was in my 2nd pack, right? Or was it in my 3rd pack? I actually don't remember. Okay, the fact that both of them could grow in round 7 tells me I should try to grow again in round 8. For me to grow again in round 8, I need more wood and I need more reed. So I could Reedstone Food here. And then Reedstone Food and 4 wood again next round. Yeah, so I was thinking I would plow, but if they both grow round 7, that means round 8 build grow will be available. And that's round 8 build grow to my 4th person. That's just too, it's too early in the game for me to pass on it. Oh, 4 wood's not there because of Whitelink. I'd probably get 3 woods, so. Yeah, because Thatcher will Benefactor. So then Orchid can sow bake. And then, or Family Growth, depending. So Whitelink needs food. So I hope Whitelink does not. Well, Whitelink might Reedstone Food, so that might be a problem. If Whitelink Reedstone Foods, then Whitelink probably can build ahead of me. Whitelink crushing these roads. Yeah, it's working out pretty nicely so far. The fact that he got Reedstone Food so easily a couple times early in the game was huge. Like, the fact that Thatcher didn't care about Reedstone Food was massive for him. And that Floating Orchids put a couple actions into baking. I would have been happy to have taken Reedstone Food more often early, but the fact that Whitelink was sitting in front of me, like the one player that he was really competing over the space with, so it's worked out pretty well. If I want to play Banana Tree, it's got to come out next round. So, I mean, I can always just give up on 1 food and play it in round 8 when I Family Growth, so assuming I do. And actually, Thatcher plays Baby Sling, or plays Sheep. So Thatcher is going to Benefactor grow next round. He keeps kicking it down the line. However, if he does Baby Sling, then Family Growth will be unoccupied, so I could Family Growth next round still. So, yeah. Looks like I should plan on trying to build to grow in round 8. So 3 wood if it comes to me. This is nice. This is a nice Baker's Servant setup. Very nice Baker's Servant setup for Floating Orchids. Hurt a little bit by having to do some suboptimal actions, but overall very nice setup so far. We'll end up with a nice amount of crops. Ooh, Whitelink takes the 2 stone really highly there. I guess he needs stone oven, is the thinking. So I'm very happy to take 3 wood. If reedstone food comes back, great. If 2 reed comes back, great. If not, I can occupation play market woman. I don't have clay. No. Used both his clay. He had 2 clay and he used it for simple fireplace coffee break. Wonder what he's thinking then. Maybe going for the well. Thatcher plays benefactor. There we go. We knew it was out there. So let's give Thatcher the choice next round. Get an extra action and give me an extra action as well. I am probably in the lead, or don't give me an extra action and, you know, don't get yourself an extra action and then you lose. You definitely lose EV versus Floating Orchids and Whitelink. Or lose, not EV, lose equity. Floating Orchids plays Rock Garden. Yeah, this card, I would like it a lot more if you got 1 extra stone. If you sowed the grown as if they were grain. The fact that you only get 1 extra stone, like stone immediately, is usually pretty useful. It's usually pretty useful. Let's grab reedstone food here. And I'm ready to build a room with my last move, which I probably... Will I build a room with my last move? I could also start player banana tree. If I start player banana tree, then I can get like 4 wood first action next round, which seems quite good because then I could build 3 stables. No, because I would spend 1 wood for banana tree, so not quite 3 stables. But start player into 4 wood seems like a pretty solid action either way. Yeah, there's reed available. I could get a good reed action. That would also be nice. I think start player here makes sense. And I can play Camembert. And I will get 2 of the food out of the Camembert. So I put 1 food on build a room. I put 1 food on 4 wood. And I'll put a food on plow. Last round for Max Banana. Yeah, that's okay. I'll play banana next round. I'll get 2 food. I guarantee myself 2 food out of this. You know what? I could even... No, I won't put it on there. I won't put it on the reed. I don't want anyone else to take the reed. I could put it on fishing. Or I could put it on day labor. Maybe I should put it on... Or just expensive occupation. But no, that's good for Thatcher and Orchids. I just put it on plow, I guess. It's pretty likely that someone else will take it, but I think I can deal with that. And then I feed 3 food and a reed. With stone that comes to use unicycle driver between fishing and sow bake. Wow. Whitelink's a crazy person. Absolute crazy person. Oh, here's my Camembert. I should show that. So yeah, second move, build a room. Third move, family growth, play banana tree. And I'll build as many stables as I can. Yeah, build 2 stables. Is it worth building 2 stables? Or is building stables something I should do after I've done my fencing? I would really like to take wood again before I build, I guess. I could delay it. I could delay building 1 round. If 3 wood comes back, I could delay building 1 round or growing 1 round, and build more stables. But the problem with that is then I get 1 less food out of banana tree. So yeah, it seems like building and growing here is the correct decision. And getting all my wood to 0 before round 9, where traveling players will be at 3, becomes slightly more appealing to take. Yeah, I would spend all my wood, so that seems okay. And then I do something like family growth or occupation market woman round 9, and then I start plowing every round and taking a vegetable like every other round or something. Okay. I like the sounds of that. Orchids takes 3 wood. Yeah, so the question for me is, does Thatcher use baby sling? Hopefully the answer is yes. Hopefully the answer is yes. Fence Overseer here for Whitelink. That's a fantastic combo with the whatever card. There was that card in the draft that works well with it. That the name is escaping me. What am I saying? My wood's not going down to 0. What am I talking about? I have no idea what I'm talking about, guys. Why do you listen to me? My instinct is to take 3 wood first. Yeah, 3 wood was gone either way. And Thatcher is using baby sling. So the question was it worth trying to build this round if there was a chance that Thatcher does not use baby sling? But Thatcher does use baby sling, so it's a moot point. Fence Overseer, what is it called? Farm. Whenever you build stables, you get food equal to the number of fields and vice versa. Looks pretty good with Fence Overseer. Oh, also saying remove the feature food for coffee break. Should have just been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, I guess it was these 2 that he had to get rid of. Farm Overseer. Right, not Fence Overseer, Farm Overseer. Thank you, Lumen. So all family growth here. Play banana tree. And I have a hard time seeing myself lose from this situation. The Diplomat giving me 2 unblockable actions in round 14 means that Reno Fence, or Reno to whatever plus Plow Sow, the fact that those 2 moves are going to be unblockable, yeah, I have a hard time seeing myself lose this game. So I really don't care about start player the rest of the way. I'm just going to be doing taking wood and plowing and taking vegetable. Just doing whatever's available. I don't really need to start player. I don't have any particular actions I need. Just try to take efficient wood piles. Thatcher, start playing liquid manure. Wanting to secure 2 boar. Not sure why I needed to get liquid manure out there. Yeah, 2 boar I guess is pretty nice. Or maybe predicting that he's going to have to eat a bunch of animals. I don't know, but he's got 7 sheep. Doesn't have to worry about that. Oh, sheep turns into a room. Yeah, of course. Forgot to remove the sheep, add the room. Because we're like, oh, benefactor, animals, of course he can grow. Floating Orchid plays Baker's Oven. Upgrading his clay oven. Nice. Although the fact that this is on Major Minor makes it quite a bit worse. I would really like to have seen this on Family Growth. Or on Start Player to secure a good action, maybe. I wonder if Whitelink goes for the clay oven now. No, baking 1 grain, so probably not. Well, I'm pretty happy to take a pair of sheep or a pair of boar. I got 4 actions. My food is already ready. I'll take the reed. I'll take the plow, I'll take occupation, I'll take wood. I'll take whatever they give me. So we probably want to build if I get 2 sheep, we probably want to build a fireplace. Because then we can have an extra 2 food per harvest in addition to our reed. And that plus banana tree plus syrup tap should feed us for the rest of the game. Looks pretty solid. Oh, excuse me. Max Banana, title of my band. Title of my this is Spinal Tap cover band. No, Max, what was it? Max Cucumber. What was it they were shoving? They were shoving cod pieces in and getting in trouble in airport security. Was it Cucumber? It's something wrapped in foil. What a great movie. Floating Orchids plays Woodworker. Okay, so yeah, making a lot of food with Baker's Servant. And gonna try to use it to get wood, or turn the food into wood. Problem is, Woodworker leaves the food behind for your opponents, which is not generally something that you want to be doing. I could plow. I could take the 2 sheep. The thing is, I don't really use the 2 sheep for a while. Maybe I should just take the 3 wood. 3 wood is pretty important for me. Problem is, plow's got a food on it. And 3 wood is not much better than 2 wood. I actually don't mind using 2 wood. I have enough moves, so I think I probably just plow here. I want space for my veggie lover. And if I'm not going to start player, then I might have trouble getting on plow actions, especially if I'm seated 4th for a lot of the game. Ram Wrangler here. So both the occupation spaces are taken, so Market Woman's not coming out. That means I like the 4 reed a lot more. So I should probably take the 4 reed when I can. So if it comes back to me, I should take 4 reed here. Also because there was Reed Nursery in the draft, so Reed Nursery picking up 4 reed would be pretty strong. But for me, it's, 6 food and my renos, or 9 food in a reno. So what do we think people took to pass me Patroness 4th? Was it Farm Fence Overseer with something in hand? I have a feeling, I'm going to guess Whitelink probably just undervalued Patroness. Although it works pretty well with Unicycle Driver. She gets you to the stone right away. Probably Baker's Servant here with some other baking card maybe. So maybe we have something like, what would be the best card here? It would be Grain Cellar. So Floating Orchids maybe Grain Cellar here. What do you take over Patroness? I'm not sure. There's a bunch of cards that Thatcher could have. The 3 wood came back. Oh man, should I take the wood? Do I risk that the reed comes back again? I'll take the reed. Yeah, the reed makes my feeding safer, which I should probably make a priority. The well's still available. So we could think about taking stone and building the well. So if I'm going to build the well, I probably want to do it with a reno action. Do I want to build the well more than I want to take wood? No. Do I want to build the well more than I want to plow? Yeah, I probably want well more than I want plow. The problem is the well is like a couple actions that I have to put into it. And it delays my market woman yet again. Although round 10, I will have a lot of actions in round 10 and 11. Like being up to 4 family members already is kind of sweet. Kind of sweet. And I just said I don't care about start player anymore, but if I can start player into 6 wood, I should probably do that. Because wood is pretty valuable here. Although woodworker is putting a lot of wood, and you know what, fence overseer is putting a lot of wood into the game too. Not quite as much. Fence overseer is more like it puts 1 or 2 wood in every time, whereas you know, woodworker of course can potentially put in 1 wood per action. What are we waiting on here? What's going on? Thatcher not sure what to do, so just taking vegetable. I guess Thatcher doesn't really care about wood anymore. 3 wood's a pretty good action, so we could have done something like that. Floating orchids. Very likely start player straw thatched roof here. Okay. So probably planning to build a wood room in round 10. Alright. Alright. Yeah, there's your payoff for the early grain. Too bad it didn't come out from too bad it didn't come out before the first room, but so Whitelink plays clay path. I got 2 actions in a row here. 3 wood, and do I take the sheep? Thing is, I could always just take a pair of animals in round 13 or round 11. I could take a pair of boar or potentially a pair of cattle round 11. And the sheep don't really breed unless I build more stables before stage 4, or the end of stage 4. But if I fence before the age of stage 4, then they could breed. Well, we're certainly taking the 3 wood here. That's no question about that. And then second action, Whitelink could have removed his he removed his person but didn't get rid of his guess. That's weird. Oh, clay path on family growth. Yeah, should have 4 people here. So it looks like he's planning to drive over to 2 wood. What am I doing? Reed stone food. Reed stone food, have 3 stone, be ready to build the well. No one else has that much stone. Yep, so I could first move, take 6 clay, Second move, and then as soon as someone is threatening the well, build Reno plus well. Looks good. I need to feed 8, so I feed 5 and a reed. So yeah, I have 8 food going into the start of round 10, which is pretty silly. Certainly my food income is going to slow down, but it's going a long way so far. Yeah, because the three food per harvest from the basket maker will slow down, and the the banana tree and stuff. But I mean, I pick up another 3 before the next harvest, putting me at 11. I eat a reed, puts me at 14. I play an occupation, puts me at 13. That means I'm going to be at 5 or more, depending on syrup tap. I could be at 5 or more food going into the start of round 12. And then I pick up another 2, 7, eat a reed. I'm at 10. So the only time I really need to think about feeding for the rest of the game is my 2 occupations, Veggie Lover and Cactus Lover, and just in round 14. So we're looking pretty good here. Pretty good. And actually, Veggie Lover gives me a way of eating grain and vegetables. So if I have enough of them, I can always just eat a grain and a vegetable for 6 food. Which isn't okay. It's not the best option because you'd rather turn them into points. But if it gives me an alternative to eating something else, like, I think probably it'll be worthwhile to go back and build a 2 or 3 clay fireplace, very likely. But in case that's not the case, or I should say in the event that that is not the case, for a little more clarity. All right, what's up, guys? Floating orchid. Woodworking all over the board. Yeah, the woodworker is probably going to keep me fed. Well, maybe not on its own, but it's certainly going to help. The clay's gone. That's too bad. So what are we doing with our first move here? Not 2 wood. Could probably occupation here. Play market woman. I could plow. Thing is, the baker servant makes the plow like a little less in demand. Yeah, let's take the free food and play market woman. Oh, you know what? I should be taking traveling players, so that nobody else starts stealing my wood. Oh, and I should get a resource. Pick up a. I could pick up a clay here, and then I can still reno well. Yeah, so I'm all ready to do the reno well this round. And then that will give me a lot of food for the rest of the game. And actually going on, I don't really want to go on traveling players, do I? Like it'll be a couple, it'll be like a food, have a wood on it functionally, because it protects my wood from someone else stealing it. But yeah. This game has kind of slowed down quite a bit. Yeah. Floating orchid up over to 43 seconds per turn. Slowed down. Last couple moves have slowed down quite a bit. Yeah. Over a minute on 5 of his last 6 moves. 8 out of his last 9. He was okay at the start of the game. A little slow, but not atrociously bad. His last couple of moves have really slowed down. So if you're ever wondering what these numbers mean, the number in the bracket is the mean, And the number in front is the median. Okay. Floating orchids, building 2 rooms. Great. Don't know why that took so long. Because you're going to get family growth this round, so it looks like a pretty solid play. Especially with woodworker. So now the question is, can floating orchids get to a stone house? If floating orchids gets to a stone house, very strong game. If it doesn't get to a stone house, then not so strong. Might still be good, but just not as good as it could have been. With that in mind, I could take 3 stone here. Taking the 3 stone is pretty much all the stone I need with 1 more reedstone food action. Have your full undivided attention. I expect nothing less. 3 stone, yeah. So, I mean, it would be nice to be taking wood more aggressively, but having to take 2 wood is kind of sad. Kind of bah humbug on taking 2 wood. I would like to get better actions than that. Bah humbug. If I have to last action 2 wood, it's fine, but it would really be my last choice. Because yeah, I can take vegetable, grain here. I could take traveling players. Thatcher plays livestock keeper. Am I going to cactus lover soon? No, not particularly planning to. I could cactus lover next round. Maybe in round 12 or something. Cactus lover play custom improvements farm stable or play lettuce patch or whatever. I don't know. I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush to do it. Who knows? Maybe I decide to build 2 more stables. Right? I'm not set on this being my final farm layout. Because I don't know how much wood I'm going to get. That's the big thing, is I don't know how much wood I'm going to get for the rest of the game. Seems like Thatcher doesn't really want wood, but these other 2 players really want wood. Especially the fact that the unicycle driver is keeping the 1 wood space from accumulating. That is a big pain in the butt. A big pain. Floating Orchid says, assume woodwork. Yep, seems reasonable. Yeah, VGG. Thatcher takes 1 cattle. Okay, with livestock keeper, he already has 1 cattle. Sure. So getting 2 boar in round 11 seems like a good option. I could take traveling players here, but I will take the 2 wood for now. Will I? What is Whitelink doing? Whitelink might take the 4 wood with his first move. I'll take 2 wood, sure. 2 wood looks fine. 2 wood, gain another food. Okay. We like food. Oh, I didn't reno well. I lose out on 1 food, but if I end up taking traveling players, I'm going to have more food than I need for the rest of the game. And in fact, the woodworker is going to keep me fed, so... yeah. Whoops. No, I can't plow family growth. What am I doing? Taking the boar here. I think Thatcher would like the boar, so I kind of like taking the boar here. Although Thatcher's going to have to eat something. Can't breed all 3 of his animals. Doesn't have enough room. Doesn't have enough animal capacity. So plowing a field looks good. Renovating and building the well looks good. Taking vegetable will always be good. Taking 2 wood is fine. Not my first choice, but it'll be fine. Alright. I'm gonna BRB. Thatcher plays forest pasture on start player. Yep, pretty happy that I took the 2 boar. Although it does let him double breed, triple breed now, which is pretty nice. Whitelink plays swing plow, sure. So plow 1 field came back, so we'll plow a field. Floating Orchid saying he's gonna have to leave. What? 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 Has to leave? Game's going too slow? Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Yeah, I know we're at an hour 20. Sure, so we're on track for an hour 45 instead of an hour 25. But, like... The reason the game's going so slow is because there's one player in particular playing an extra 15 seconds per turn. And it's okay to be new. No problem. Be new, be slow. We haven't complained about it at all. You know, when I start complaining is when you're the slowest player and then they say the game's going too slow, I might have to leave. I might not have time to finish. That's when I'm definitely going to start complaining. Is there anything above Agricola? What could possibly be more important? Yes, you're absolutely right about that, Rylocran. You're absolutely right. There's not too much I want to do here. House burning down, maybe. I could play Cactus Lover here. Or I could just take 2 wood. I should probably just take the 2 wood. So then I can Occupation Cactus Lover with my last move, and then that can play the well. Even had to postpone watching to play. House burning? Yeah. I mean, if your house is burning down, you say, guys, my house is burning down, I have to leave. Not, guys, my house is burning down, I might not have enough time to finish this game. Oh, Thatcher is stealing my wood. Minus wood. So Thatcher ended up taking both the food actions. Okay. So maybe the boar was not that important. Certainly being able to double breed here looks pretty good. And with Ram Wrangler, if you breed multiple sheep, you get multiple grain. I assume that's how that works. If he livestock keeper double breeds sheep, then he gets 2 grain. Looks pretty good. What do you say is, guys, my house is burning down, BRP. You say it, think so, but I bet there are people who play games. Maybe. Maybe. Floating Orchids plays farmer. Okay. Yeah, so I like occupation here. And I won't get a reed or a stone because I like the reed stone food space reasonably well. I'll get a wood. So I will play my cactus lover here. So pay 2 food, get a wood, play the well. So let's see those wells in chat. And then I will play custom improvements. Putting a point on custom improvements. And then I feed 5 and a reed. Breed my boar. Yes, there we go, Lumen. There we go. So Veggie Lover might not come down. It's possible Veggie Lover doesn't get played. I think it's unlikely because Veggie Lover basically increases the rate of conversion. Even if you don't have more than 4 vegetables, it increases your rate of conversion on your grain. So it's probably worth it, especially considering Patronus, you know, gets me a wood or a reed out of it. So it's probably worth playing it. You got there, Rilo Kren. You got there. And Lumen's having a seizure on the shift key, clearly. Are we first move taking 3 wood? Yeah, so we might get it if we unlock another emote. What should the next emote be? I'm open to suggestions. 3 wood? Sure, 3 wood. Syrup Top has been pretty good this game. How much food has it been so far? It's been a lot of food. Just all the incidental food has added together quite well. Thatcher is going to start player bonus room. And then last action family growth. Seems good. Picture of a sheeple. Oh no, we could do a sheeple. What card do I want to make an emote out of right now? I want to make an emote out of Cactus Lover, but the image is not distinctive enough. It has to be a really distinctive image. Could just be a cactus with a hat on it or something. Lumen's got Businesswoman and House Goat along with Late Bloomer. I think Corn Scoop. Yeah, Corn Scoop is fun. Don't play Corn Scoop that often. It'd be nice if it was a little more, not something like a little more iconic, you know. Also something that has like a double meaning. Oh, there's a cactus. Where's that from? What? It's not letting me see. Is that an emoji? Normally I can mouse over and see what the text is. What are we doing here? Taking 2 wood and then fencing and then renovating? Whoops, I don't get the food now. I get the food next round. Just a Twitch emoji. Grain elevator. I do like grain elevator. Too hard to use an unpublished card image. Yes. And I like using the old edition because the ownership rights are a little more, shall we say, nebulous. So I feel less at risk of, you know, the now defunct Zedman Games coming and giving me a copyright strike and saying, hey, stop using our images without permission. So using the old like 2008 version, using those images are more appealing to me. Man, we've gotten so much food out of this syrup tap. It's crazy. What was I considering taking over syrup tap? What was that pick? I need to go back in time and slap myself. What are you thinking? Clay oven? Yeah, like what so that's where the major ovens, the major improvements are nice because they're in every single game. That's why I like using the well. Yeah, like a grain meeple or something. I can actually turn meeples on. I don't have them turned on because I have donated to the site, so Chris does let me turn the goodies on. There's a setting I can turn them on with. Oh, fun farm stuff. Yeah. I could do something with that. Whitelink plays Head of the Family. Okay, so here's the card that got taken ahead of Patronus, I'm guessing. A round 12 Head of the Family. Man, that was not what I expected to see come out here. Looks like we're renovating, and I'll play Farm Stable while I do this. And then maybe Last Action Fence. And then Farm Stable throws out a couple food, and I get a bonus point for custom improvements. And then maybe Last Action Fence 12. Good pair would be Grain Elevator and Grain Elevator with an X on it when you get denied. Instead of Winter Pond, I took Lettuce. No, not Winter Pond. Syrup Tap. I got Syrup Tap like 5th or 6th, and I'm trying to remember what I was considering taking over it. Because it's been a monster. Oh, it was the oven. I was thinking about taking an oven ahead of it. Because the oven I thought worked nicely with Cactus Farmer, but Syrup Tap with Patronus has just been monstrous, especially with getting early family growth. It's been really, really fantastic. Yeah, if I fence 12 here, it makes room for the boar to breed, and it gives me room to take 3 sheep, which might be the best action passed to me next round. And then we're going to Reedstone food once. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like the idea of fencing here. So then we Reedstone food once so that we can Reno and play Lettuce Patch, or... yeah, Reno plus Lettuce Patch, and then Lorelei maybe gets played, maybe not. Maybe not. Syrup Tap plus a Cater is a food engine. Honestly, Syrup Tap plus Banana Tree and the Well and Basket Mate. I mean, I've just done a lot of incidental food. Weed 18, can I show Syrup Tap? Yeah. Every time I take wood, I get food on the next space. And the problem with this card is that the stone cost usually makes it that you have to wait. And yes, also listen to Lumen. Extension. It's really helpful. So you can actually click on all the cards on your screen, and it shows you, it brings up the card bigger. So if I'm ever talking about a card and you're like, oh, what's the text on that? Then you can pull it up. It's really, it's huge. It's amazing. Like I didn't really watch a lot of Agricola streams before, but it's like so good now because I can hop into a game, watch for 2 minutes and see all the cards, get an idea of the game space and game state, and then tune out and then come back later. Like, it's really good. You don't have to have 100% of your attention focused every time. Yeah, it is great. Yeah. What are we doing here? Fencing, I think. Yeah, let's fence. And I'm gonna fence small. I probably am leaving. some unused spaces at the end of this game, but I am okay with that. Notice I have to click near the bottom to see them. If I click near the top. Yeah, so the layering, it also has to do with if I rearrange stuff, I think. I think there's other factors. It has to do with, or if I resize my board. If I resize my board in Firefox, and that'll screw it all up. So it's not perfect, but it works, for what it does, it works really well. I'm going to be right back, guys. I'm pretty surprised we got family growth here. I will definitely take family growth. There we go. My go-to move is to hop onto Lumen Stream. Use the extension to get caught up to speed. What is that card? Because I can't read it for 95. Yeah, exactly. I understand. Totally understand. Wheat 18, which this is where the extension is so key. So we have to really make sure we shout out Maruska all the time. Lumen isn't streaming right now. Bananas won't max himself. So Thatcher looks like start player here for Thatcher. Probably turn cattle into a couple stone. Ooh, this is really bad. Thatcher turns a cattle into 3 stone and a reed. And oh no, he's doing it on Reno. Okay. Oh, not so bad then. Okay, so we still have time to get our Reno in the last round. So we want to see floating orchids or Whitelink start player. That would be nice. Oh, we have diplomat. What am I saying, guys? We have a diplomat. What am I saying? That card is too strong. Bartering shack? No, it's not. I mean, it's a passing minor, but it's not too strong. Being able to pay a cattle is nice, but it's passing. It doesn't give you any points. It's really annoying for start player around 13. It is really good in that situation, but yeah. We're happy that Thatcher did not start play around 13. Play bartering shack. Floating Orchids will start player and not play a minor. So, the Floating Orchids wants to Reno. Whitelink wants to... What happened to the stone on the round 6 space? I'm guessing Floating Orchids was considering taking the stone and then changed his mind. Floating Orchid is on stone here. Okay. Could... It is the opposite of what I need. Okay. Well, put it into your hand, please. Okay, sure. I'll put it off to the side. Okay. Are we taking a cattle and a food? Are we taking vegetable? Maybe take vegetable. These guys have taken... I'll take the cattle and the food, sure. Hopefully these guys are done with taking vegetables. So then read stone food and take vegetable as my last 2 moves. Does that seem okay? And then hopefully first action plow, then diplomat, reno, and plow sow with my last 2 moves. He says it's the opposite of what he needs. I don't really get that. It seems like it would be pretty good turning a cattle into a stone and a couple wood. I don't know. But hey, he says he doesn't want it, so move it to the side. No problem. If I pick up more than 1 stone, I could play Lorelei in addition to Lettuce Patch. So instead of taking 4 food, I could take an extra stone to give myself an extra 2-point action. So the question is 4 food better than 2 points? It's probably pretty close, actually. Probably a vegetable and 2 grain. Vegetable and a grain is 4 food. It's actually going to be end up being pretty close. Oh, but Whitelink takes the stone, so it's out of my hands. So I'll read stone food here. Wow. I have a lot of food. Guys, why do I have so much food? This is pretty silly. This is pretty silly. Oh, man. Thatcher plays Basket Maker's Workshop. Okay, that's good. So Thatcher not all in on needing to get to Reno. So that's good. I guess he gave himself the choice, right? If Orchids does not start player, then Thatcher can Reno. But if Orchids does start player, then Thatcher doesn't Reno. So seems good. So we have 18 food. We eat a reed. Puts us at 21 food, which is enough food for the rest of the game. Even if we have to pay Veggie Lover for 2 food. So Reedstone food was the stone was actually better than Reedstone food, or was it close? Maybe it was close actually. I shouldn't say that because I did pick up a food. So without the food, I have 14, 17 plus a reed, 20. So 20 would be enough for cheap occupation, but not expensive occupation. Because I need 9 this harvest and 10 in the next harvest. I have never had a game where Basket Maker's Workshop has fed me this well. This is pretty ridiculous. feed 9, and sure, we'll eat a reed. And then I breed my boar. So picking up sheep next round is 2 points. Probably taking vegetable will be 2 points. Certainly playing my veggie lover is worth something. I'm not sure exactly what it's worth yet. So if I sow onto 4 fields and lettuce patch. So let's assume my first action plow. That's probably a safe assumption. Let's say I get first action plow. If I get first action plow, I'll have 5 fields. I can sow 2 vegetables and 3 grain. Or 3 grain and 2... Probably sowing vegetables is more efficient than sowing grain. So sow as many vegetables as I have, and then the rest I sow grain. Yeah. That seems okay. It's going to be a pretty high-scoring game. I wasn't thinking these guys' games were going that well, but they've really come together. Getting up to the 4th and 5th family members pretty easily made a big deal. Like the woodwork actually, this is a game where woodwork actually is okay. I don't know if he has enough to win. Orchids. I don't know if Orchids has enough to win, but this is a game where woodworker's actually been a reasonable play. So does Whitelink remember Diplomat? If Whitelink doesn't remember Diplomat, might Reno here. If Whitelink does remember Diplomat, then I would get Plow Sow. If Whitelink does, yeah. Actually, I would take Plow ahead of Plow Sow, which would be passing a really good action to Thatcher. So maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't know. Thatcher has a bunch of empty spaces. I'm not so worried about Thatcher. Like, Basket Maker's Workshop is nice. Thatcher has some points here, but I don't know. Yeah, nice draw. Yeah, it's worked nicely. Yeah, Orchids has had a fairly nice game. Where'd that 5th stone come from? I'm a little confused by that. Had 4 stone and then gets a 5th from somewhere. Orchids. It does take Reno. Okay, well, I really want Plow Sow with my last move, so this hurts, but I will pass Plow Sow to Thatcher. Harvested from his rock garden. Okay. I don't remember him sowing the stone, but that's fine. I mean, I didn't look down there. That's one of the problems with having these too small. Windows too small. Is that you don't see everything down to the bottom. But it doesn't look like he's getting to Reno to stone anyways, unless he's got some occupation. Can't you use Diplomat twice? Yes, I can. Yeah. Yep, I played it in... What did I play it in round 4? Round 5? I played it sometime really early. I can use Diplomat twice. Correct. Alright, let's start putting points on here. 1. No points from here. No global bonuses available, right? It's going to be a high-scoring game considering there are no 4 wood occupations available. Yeah, I'm going to Reno, Lettuce Patch, and then Plow Sow for my last 2 moves with Diplomat. That's correct. But Diplomat can't use Plow Sow if I'm already on Plow Sow, and I want my Lettuce Patch in play before I use the Plow Sow action. So that's why I didn't Plow Sow there and instead took Plow. Grab 2 sheep here for 2 points. And then last move, probably take a vegetable. Vegetables may be a 2-point move, maybe less. Hopefully it's a 2-point move. Might even be more than 2 points. It might have been a better move than taking sheep. But these guys are all like pretty close to max vegetable, so vegetable should come back. Like Whitelink wants to sow bake, although sow bake's gone. So Thatcher, first pick Zoo Director. Alright. So it took Zoo Director ahead of Patroness. Makes sense. I passed really good Zoo Director cards. It's going to be a pretty big Zoo Director, like 4 or 5 points. 5. Yeah, probably hits around... if you can get 6, that's amazing. I think it's probably a 5-point Zoo Director, which is pretty excellent. Oh, Veggie Lover. I need to play Veggie Lover. What am I saying? I forgot about Veggie Lover. It's only worth 2 points if I play it. So if I sow bake here, I'm going to sow 2 vegetables and 3 grain. So I'm going to have 10 grain. So I can convert 2 for the Veggie Lover. So I'm losing 2 points from 2 vegetables, but I'm gaining how many points from converting 2 pairs? For 4. So I'm gaining net plus 2 points. Whereas if I don't play the Veggie Lover, I sow the same stuff and I just have them on my farm. So I'm pretty sure Veggie Lover is still a 2-point play. So it's fine. Yeah, no, I'm going to play Veggie Lover here. Too bad I can't use this resource. Yeah, I'm going to get a stone, I guess, but it really doesn't matter. Too bad. Yeah. Needed to get 1 extra improvement out of my Cactus Lover, I think. But it's going to be close. I'm going to end up with a pretty solid final score. Don't know if it's enough, but we'll see. I'm going to have a very high scoring farm. 3-point custom improvements is really nice. And I'm going to have 3 empty spaces, so that hurts. That hurts for sure. Did he speed up? Oh, not really. A little bit maybe. What was the time before? Was it 45? Decreased his time a little bit. Yeah, I'm on the high side. Normally when I'm not streaming, I'm usually like 20 seconds or less, but definitely streaming adds time to my per move action, so. And then plow sow. So sow a vegetable. Sow a vegetable. Sow. Then I can feed 10. +1. +1. Harvest. And then I'll convert 2 vegetables and 2 grain into 4 points with Veggie Lover. Alright, so we can calculate my final score now. It's whatever I score plus 9. So I'm probably touching 50. I don't know if that's enough to win though. I guess I do have the well. Whoa, 55. That's better than I thought. I guess I have the well. Yeah. Even though I have some, and I have 5 family members. And I do have maxed grain points, so that's pretty good. So yeah, 55 is probably enough to win. Very likely. GG. Yeah, that's a pretty good farm. The unused spaces are a little sad. Yeah, the fact that I couldn't sow 1 extra vegetable, that's another bunch of points. 1 extra vegetable sown is a bunch of points. But the game went quite well, so, you know, 4th pick Patronus is pretty good. Any game where I can play all 7 of my occupations and have them be useful is, yeah, that's a pretty good game. Maybe you should take start player just in case. Oh, in case Floating Orchids leaves. Yeah, that's true. Good call. Good call. Says 50. All right, good. GG. So yeah, round 5, family growth falling into my lap, and then getting round 8, family growth as well. It just gave me so many actions that even though my wood actions were not very good, it ended up being fine. My feeding was quite easy. Banana tree and the like, so yeah, pretty great game. Yeah, you know what? I was even thinking about that, Lumen, that I should take start player. Another game? What time is it? No, I think probably not. I think I need to go make some food, make some dinner. Yeah, I might have left already. Okay. Yeah, looks like I win. I beat Whitelink by 3 points. So it looks like 55, 51, 50. Yeah, very high scoring farms considering no... very high scoring game considering no 4-wood ox. Come on, guys. All right, we had 1 player disappear. Let's have the others not disappear, please. There we go. Thank you. So what was it? 55, 51, 50, 52, I think. Yeah. So 55, 51, 52, and then I'll go in and edit the score to 50 for orchids. GG. No, Whitelink had 52. And Orchids had 50. There we go. All right, updated. Good. All right. I don't think I'm going to look at the draft. I think we're... Yeah, it's... I got past some really good cards. 53. No, I think he said 50 was his final. He put it in chat. Yeah, he said 50. Thatcher 51, and then Whitelink said 52. So we won by 3. So yeah, pretty good game. I mean, things went our way. We got good cards. The fact that Thatcher decided to go for all in on Benefactor instead of building a room, considering how easy building a room would have been for him if he takes 2 read in round 4, maybe could have considered doing that. Although then I don't know how he feeds, so that certainly would have been really bad for us, because if Thatcher builds, you know, then we don't get 2 read, and then very likely we probably fall to 3rd or 4th family growth instead of the 1st that we did have. So yeah, game went quite well. A lot of things broke our way. 4th pick Patronus is pretty strong. Yeah. If there's someone playing and streaming, it should auto-host them. Yeah, it looks like there's no streamers starting up unless Dishan decides to stream, but I don't think he really streams. I think he more likes to has recorded things he's talked about. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's all for me for today. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. I will stream tomorrow, so look out for me tomorrow. And yeah, I'll do earlier start tomorrow than today. I ended up doing other stuff. I played Magic and other things, so I'll do closer to my normal start time, earlier start time tomorrow. And yeah, if you want to send me ideas for a new emote, I'm going to start looking into that. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.